If you're thinking of using pomegranate peels, here are some warnings you need to know beforehand. So while pomegranate peels have many benefits, and I've talked about them in a previous video linked in the description box below, there are also a couple of precautions that you should know about before you start using them in order to use them correctly. And the first one is pesticide residue. Now, if you want to use pomegranate peels, especially internally, please try to use the organic pomegranate and then just peel them, dehydrate the peels, and either grind them or use them as is, depends on what you want to use them for. So pomegranate peels, like other fruit peels, they do contain pesticide residue if the fruit was not grown organically or if the pesticides were used during the harvesting cultivation process. Consuming or using pomegranate peels that have been treated with pesticides, what that does is it can expose you to harmful chemicals. If you end up using them in the tea, if you make an extract or use them in a hair or face mask, this will harm you. It's really important to use organic or pesticide-free sources whenever possible. The second warning is in regards to allergic reactions. Now, some people may experience allergic reactions to pomegranates or their peels. And allergic reactions to pomegranate peels can range from having a mild skin irritation to a more severe symptom like hives, itching, swelling, or even difficulty breathing. So if you have a known allergy to pomegranates or to fruits in the same family, we've got peaches and apples for example, it's really best to avoid using pomegranate peels. And if you intend to use them topically on the skin, please do a patch test on a small area and monitor for 24 hours for any redness or allergic reactions, and then you know you're good to go. Third caution is in regards to digestive upsets, and the pomegranate peels do contain tannins, which are compounds that can cause digestive upsets in some people, especially people who have consumed pomegranate peels in large quantities. Tannins are also in black tea. They may contribute to symptoms like stomach pain, nausea, diarrhea, or constipation. So if you have a sensitive stomach or if you have a history of gastrointestinal issues, it's always advisable to consume the peels in moderation or to simply avoid them altogether. If you are taking regular medication, it's important to consult with your healthcare professional. Now, pomegranate peels, like the fruit itself, contain compounds that may interact with certain medication. For example, the juice of the pomegranates has been found to inhibit enzymes involved in drug metabolism, potentially leading to increased blood levels of certain medications. The research specifically on pomegranate peels is limited, but it is possible that there are similar effects as well. So if you are taking medication on a regular basis, especially if you're taking blood thinners, statins, or blood pressure meds, it's important to consult with your doctor before consuming pomegranate peels or products containing pomegranate peels. If you are pregnant or nursing, it's important to consult with your doctor before using pomegranate peels in medicinal doses, because there is limited information available on the safety of these peels for breastfeeding or pregnant women. As a precaution, always avoid consuming the peels or products containing the peels until more research is available. When it comes to the quality and the sourcing and the contamination issues, pomegranate peels, especially if you obtain them from sources of unknown quality or they may have contamination, what happens here is that they may pose risks of microbial contamination, they may pose risks of mold or spoilage. So it's always essential to use fresh, clean, and properly sourced pomegranate peels, preferably organic, in order to minimize the risk of foodborne illnesses or contamination. If you've enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. I'll see you in the next one.